Welcome, folks, to our newest listing in the Almaden Valley neighborhood in San Jose. This is one of my favorite neighborhoods, one of the best school areas in the whole city. Full disclosure, I lived here for around 13 years of my life. I went to high school at Leland High School, which is pretty close by. I'd love to take you on a tour of this new listing on 6606 Skyfarm Drive in San Jose, very close to the Quicksilver hiking trails. Come on in, let me show you around. So this property we put on the market last week. It is a spacious home, over 2,200 square feet of living space on a lot that's close to 7,000 square feet. And as you'll notice right when you walk in, the vaulted ceilings, which I personally love. I mean, it makes the property look a lot more open and spacious, and people tend to like that. So that's always a really nice feature for a property, is those vaulted ceilings. Now, usually what I end up doing is kind of going through the kitchen and living room first, but this time I want to show you folks the upstairs part of the home. Now, as we go upstairs, it's really nice because you got some views of the Quicksilver hiking trails. If you're not really familiar with what that is, when you're driving down, let's say going south on Almaden Expressway, or even many times from Highway 85, you'll notice this little square box thingy on the top of the mountains. That's Mount Umunhum, and that's pretty close to where we are. We're at the base of that. So if you're outdoorsy, have some dogs who have a lot of energy, those hiking trails are so great. I mean, you can walk by lakes and ravines, creeks and brooks, and it's very nice. Anyway, back to the house though. This is the primary suite with some more vaulted ceilings, which I, as you know, absolutely love. This primary suite has a very nice spacious bedroom area, and you kind of come into the bathroom part too. Single vanity sink that's been updated. I like that the shower and toilet are separate just to optimize space, which is nice. You got some decent closet space over here that, as you can see, wraps around. So that's the primary suite. Let me show you the additional sleeping bedrooms over here. Extra vanities are always great for linens. So come on in. Self-explanatory. I like the baseboards in this room. Those are the first things that stood out to me. Nice double pane windows throughout. And over here you have your hall bath. Bedroom on that side, bedroom on this side. And as I had mentioned, from here you can kind of see, if it's visible through the glare, the nice trails. And I guess I see a vineyard at one of the properties that's been sprouting out, which is really nice. So very picturesque neighborhood here. This is, it's tucked away from all the hustle and bustle of Silicon Valley. You're around 5 miles or so, 5 minutes, 5 miles away from Highway 85, the Almaden Expressway exit. So you just come all the way down here towards Camden, make a right, and then make a left. The neighborhood is also really nice because you're very close to Simon's Elementary School, Almaden Meadows Park, the Almaden Branch Library, which is fairly close by. And you know, I remember when they made that, it's so nice. They offer classes there. It's a very updated, it's a great place for the children. I'd highly recommend checking it out. So now we are in the kitchen area over here. I like the flooring that they decided to use, and the kitchen's pretty self-explanatory, as you can see. You know, the granite countertops, the backsplash, some of the cabinets over there, and we can kind of walk on by into the living room area on this side, you know, where you have your dining room separate. I personally, my recommendation with the dining room areas, if possible, would be to maybe to put some luxury vinyl plank flooring down, similar to what we have in the kitchen, and that way it'll you know, prevent excessive staining for the carpets. But that's just the way I see it. Now, lastly, I'd like to take you folks onto the living room side of the property over here, where we can, outside of the half bath over here, Remember, we have 4 bedrooms, 2.5 baths. And this is the living room area for entertaining, obviously self-explanatory. So I wanted to give you an idea of that, where the fireplace is. And then if you walk on over to this way, you'll notice the utility room that we have. And then the grand finale, albeit it's a little bit darker, but a 3-car garage, which, I mean, you always need this type of space. You know, you can always use the space in the garage. So you got space for 3 cars over here and some additional bonus storage as well, which is always very nice. And lastly, you have your entrance from this side into the side yard, which will ultimately get us into the backyard. We can kind of come into here. The lot is close to 7,000 square feet. It's 6,996 to be exact, so you know, close enough to 7,000. Folks, I really appreciate you tuning in and watching this video. Again, my name is Nima Moridi. Our team, our family, has been selling properties here in Silicon Valley since 1988. We're very grateful for all of our clients over the past 35 years. Sold over 1,600 homes here locally during that span. Any questions that you have, whether it's about this specific property, the market, residential, commercial, you name it, feel free to reach out to me. I'd love to help you and answer your questions. I study the markets 7 days a week. So this knowledge is just sitting here ready to be used. So please reach out if you have any questions at all. I appreciate you tuning in, and more to come soon. Thank you so much.